Have you ever wondered why some people go so far in life and they get success and some people don't? Well, success can be found in your morning routine and in the things that you do. So in this video, I want to share with you those things, and let's change that and let's build the foundation that we all want for success. So enjoy the video. Okay, everybody. Today we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about building a foundation for success. So you all know that foundations are so important to a lot of things. So if you want to build a good house, you got to have a good foundation. Everything requires a good foundation. But one of our problems that we have in life, or so-called we think a problem we have, is we don't have time to invest in ourselves to build that foundation, to start to build that foundation. So what I want to do in this video is I want to help explain to you and break down the time that we do have to build what we want and to build that foundation. So what I want to explain is this. Every one of us has everyone does have 168 hours a week of free time. Now, everybody has the same amount of time. I don't care if you're a multi-trillionaire, billionaire, broke, living in a cardboard box. It doesn't matter. We all have the same amount of time. So let's take 168 hours. So you might want to get a pen and write this one down. So if you take 168 hours a week, now you take out of that, let's say you sleep, and you can, anything I'm going to tell you, you can always adjust a little bit. It's not a big deal because everybody's different. But the average is 8 hours a night of sleep. That's 56 hours a week of sleep that we need. Now, most people work 40 hours a week. I know some's less, some's more. You can adjust it, like I said. But if you take 40 hours a week just for sleep and you take that. So this is what you want to do is start taking, I have it written down here. You want to start taking 8 hours of commute time. Some of us live close to our job. Some of us have to commute. But let's just say you take the 8 hours commute time. So give or take on that one. Next thing you want to do is you want to you want to shower and eat and get dressed. Let's say you spend 3 hours a day doing that. Like I said, some people more, some people less. Let's just say 3 hours a day to shower and eat 3 times a day. Or your lunch break for an hour at work, whatever it might be. So you take that. Then you take 5 hours out of it. Let's say you have kids and they maybe play sports after school or at night or games or something like that. So we're going to go ahead and throw 5 hours a week at that, just for that alone. Let's say you watch TV. So if you watch TV, let's just say you want to watch TV for an hour a day. So you go ahead and you take that hour a day and you watch your TV. So what's left after that? You have 31 hours left out of the 168 by doing all those activities. Now let's say you just read a book or studied something or watched some YouTube videos, did something to invest a little time in your foundation of personal development and success. So what would you have left after that? You'd have 26 hours left or 24 hours left to do whatever you wanted to do. Now you can take that 24, you can put something here, you can move stuff around, do whatever you want to do. But if you just spent 1 hour a day, it's like digging in a solid vein of gold. If you just took 1 hour a day to study and read, you'd be so far ahead of anybody else in this life, it wouldn't even be funny. But we think we don't have enough time. Well, I just kind of gave you the breakdown of time and what you can do with that time. So something else I'm going to suggest for you to do is there's a book called Not Think and Grow Rich. That's a good book too, but get the book You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. It breaks down very in layman terms all of the processes that he shows you about other people have been through on how to build that foundation, how to get rich and how to get successful. So you might say, well, I don't have the money to afford that book. I'm going to go ahead and see right here, there's the image of the book, and I'm going to put the link to the book that is absolutely free to you to get it. So down below me, I'm going to put the link to that book. Study and read that book. And once you do, you're going to start reading more books, and you're going to be shown more. Once we start going, more get shown to us. And we have to realize that. So once we start going on our success, things will start to show up in our lives that will direct us. Okay, let's go here, let's go here. So it's kind of like the GPS on your phone. When you put in the destination of where you want to go, it's going to take you there. And as it takes you there, it might do a reroute, it might do this, it might do that. We don't know what's going to take place, but we just want to get to that destination. You want to start building a solid foundation. And if you don't start building it now, when? You know, they say when's the best time to plant a tree? It's today. That's the best time because you can reap the rewards for it down the line. You don't want to be the person, and we've all done it, and I still do it today on certain things that say, man, if I would have done that, if I would have just done that 2 years ago or a year ago or 5 years ago or whatever the case may be. So again, I'm going to have the link to the book, You Were Born Rich, down in the comment section or the description section. Download it. Spend an hour a day. Spend a half hour. Whatever you have to do. Adjust that calculator time. As a matter of fact, is what I will do is I'll put a link down below to this map that I have for you that you can tweak and adjust. Maybe you can just print the map out, or you can copy it or whatever you want to do. So I hope this helps some of you get an idea of what you want. You build that foundation, and when you have a solid foundation, everything starts to go up, and there's nothing that will stop you. But don't let the paradigm of the thinking of I don't have time, because you do have time. You just have never sat and thought about it. You haven't thought about where that time's at. What am I spending it on? How can I allocate? Because once you start to allocate, well, a little more time for this, a little more time for that, it's going to mentally in your subconscious mind start to help you build that foundation. So you guys have a fantastic one, and I'll talk to you next time.